morning, good afternoon. This is Remy from Rent Free Finance, and boy do we have a spicy video today to talk about. This is a video that I've been wanting to work on for a little while, and yeah, I look forward to doing this with you guys today. If you guys enjoy content like this, please subscribe and like this video, as we are going to be talking about today how to pay down debt. This is a topic that is very much so important. There's a lot of people being affected by debt, whether that be student loans or car loans or just personal spending debt. Our country in the United States has been very much affected by debt. So today I'm here to give you just a few steps of how to organize and consolidate your debt and pay it off and become debt-free and soon to be rent-free. So, I'm going to go over the steps. This video might not be as funny as usual, but that's because, I want to help people with this video. I'm passionate about this kind of topic, and, again, I want to help people. So, going to the first step, organize debt. So, step 1, organize debt. List from largest to smallest with your interest rate. So if you have a car loan of $10,000 and you have a college fund with, let's say $5,000, you have to just pay off a semester of school. You would list your car debt and then you would list your college debt with the interest rates that coincide with it. The reason we're going to do this is later for step 2. But first, again, we're going to go with step 1. And then once you list those debts and how much you need to pay, like your minimum monthly payments and so on and so forth, you're going to make a budget. It doesn't have to be a finalized budget, but what you need to do is either use an app, which is what I recommend. There's plenty of good apps that help you track budgeting. Some of them you can pay like a couple dollars a month for them to literally link your bank accounts, so whatever purchase you make will go right onto the budget. But I recommend at least having a budgeting app or like a Google Sheet and Excel for more of the people that are tech savvy. And I still prefer the budgeting app. It's just easier for people. I personally do the Excel, but the budgeting is much easier. It's much quicker. Excel is nice once you kind of know how to use it, but for now, app. Step number 2, debt strategies. So going into number 2, we have to talk about a couple things. First off is the snowball method, which is the smallest cash debt that you have. So if you have a credit card that has $500 on it, you want to pay that one off first because it's the smallest, it's the most rewarding, it keeps you disciplined, and it keeps you, well motivated for the next one. And then there's the avalanche method, which is the highest interest rate. So let's say, again, we're going to go back to the few debts that we had with the car loan and the college and the credit card. The credit card has the highest interest rate, usually 20 to 30%. Once you get to some of the other cards and stuff, it can get worse. You want to put that one as your top priority to pay off because that one is going to be the one that's the most expensive, the one that charges you the most interest. So with the avalanche method, you will save money doing it this way, but, a lot of people who aren't disciplined will struggle with this strategy. So that's why usually I recommend the snowball method because it's probably the easiest, it's the most rewarding. You get multiple debts off right away for the most part. And and then going into step 3, this is if you don't do step 3, you won't do any of this. And if you've even watched this far into the video, congratulations. Probably 90% of people have already stopped watching the video. But to the 10% of you that are still here, it's making yourself on a behavior check. And what I keep talking about over and over and over is discipline. Most important. So With discipline comes responsibility. So you need to cut some of the unnecessary spending. So if you're spending too much with fast food, if you're spending too much drinking or smoking or gambling or, lustful activities, you need to start cutting some of it. I know it's hard. I'm not saying you can just quit an addiction right away, unless you have a lot of discipline. But take it in small steps. If you're smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, maybe just try to lower it to 3 or to 1. Or, something where you're not going to be spending your money on it every week and not making unnecessary purchases. Going to McDonald's like 5 times a week. You can make food at home and meal prep. I know it's hard because some of you guys have kids. Some of you work long hours. But that's why you have to meal prep, so then you don't, when you come back home, I don't want to cook all the time. But when I cook, I have a meal for 3 days, and then I don't have to cook. So meal prep if your problem is fast food spending. If it's drinking, well, again, do it in moderation. Don't drink a bottle a week. Try to drink maybe half a bottle or a quarter or, smoking. We already went over that. Gambling is the most ruining your finances. Gambling is number one. This one is the worst. And unfortunately, this is the one that keeps coming up with people. People are sports betting on the NBA, on the NFL. And I'm going to just say it. I gamble too. But if there's a difference between doing it in moderation and doing it, when you're emptying your bank accounts and you have debts. I don't have any debts, so I can spend a little bit. But I also have to save up in case something were to happen to me. So that's why I'm saying this one you should stop right away. If you have a sports betting app, get rid of it. If you go to the casino, well, don't. You can literally call their hotline to get rid of your membership there. So, discipline. Reduce the bad behaviors and cut the BS, and you'll be debt-free. And then number 4, and I will not suggest number 4 before this arrow right here. Which, in order for you to do this is my rule. You can call it Remy's rule. You need to be on behavior check for at least a good 2-3 months of good budgeting and good spending. Why do I not put this higher? Well, because, to be honest, bleep myself, Remy, you're going to bleep yourself if you do this. You're going to bleep yourself. That's how it is. You're going to get yourself into more debt, and you're going to get in more trouble. So transferring debt. I'm not a credit expert, so please get your credit advice. But what I will tell you is that there's debt consolidation loans, there's credit cards with the 0% APR, so on and so forth. So you could transfer those debts, those higher debts, make it easier to pay off and all in one place, which is a very beneficial tool to society. But don't do this until you do this and you have 2 to 3 months of discipline. And then, once you start paying those debts and you're getting stuff done, then you're debt free. And I'm not saying, well, go back to smoking, go back to drinking all the time. I mean, no, you shouldn't, right? That's bad for your body. But even when you're out of debt, you still need to save in case of an emergency, in case your car goes down, in case you need to go to the hospital, in case there's an accident or whatever. So you need to make sure that you establish some sort of savings or emergency fund or some sort of retirement. And then the money that's loose, the ones that you, the extra dollars that you, have on the side after you take care of your needs and your responsibilities, then go spend. Then get that bottle of Hennessy. Then, purchase OnlyFans. I don't know why this keeps being a run-on joke, but it is. But I'm just saying, then after you take care of this, then you have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you, oh, put all your money into your retirement. Put it all into the savings. Don't spend your money. Like, no, I want you to have fun, but you need to take care of this first, because this can be really bad really quick. One of the highest, if not the highest, rate of divorce for married couples is because of this, because they can't take care of their finances. They're not responsible. And when that happens, that can go down a really steep path. So take care of this and then have your fun. So I know I'm like yelling and I know I'm stressing this, but the reason I'm doing it is because I've seen so many people get into debt. And what I'm going to do is just put an article here real quick to show you the number, and maybe Remy, editing can explain all of this and how bad it really is to society. Hi, Editor Remy here, and here I'm going to explain how bad financial problems could lead to divorce. According to Huffington Post, Forbes, and NCBI, there was a wide range study of divorce. And one of the top 5, as you can see, 36% had financial issues which led to divorce. Isn't that insane? So if you're not getting your finances together, good luck getting in a relationship with somebody. Toodaloo. So, that is all I have for you guys today. I know it's not that long of a video. It's very simple on how to do it. It's just discipline. It's just about being responsible, being in behavior check, and there's strategies and there's organizing that helps you plan for your future. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for too, is to plan for your future and your success. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, as it's Rent-Free Finance, just down in the video link. Subscribe. My goal is to try to get to 100 subscribers. I'm currently at 7, but we're going to get there. I'm going to post Money Minute every day, and then I'm going to post these videos weekly to help people. That's my goal, and that's what I want from you. So, and then for the quote of the day, which is very fitting for this video, is whether you think you can't or can't, you're right. Meaning, and that is by Mr. Ford. And the reason why that's so fitting is because this whole thing is whether you think you can or can't do it. If you believe in yourself that you can do something, you will do it. It's about having discipline. If you believe that you can get out of debt, I believe in you too. You can get out of debt. But if you're not going to apply yourself, and you're not going to believe in yourself, and you're not going to do these things that are beneficial to you or to maybe your kids or so on and so forth, then I don't believe you either. That's all there is to it. So again, thank you guys for watching this, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye.